Well, meet Danielle Williams. Daniel Lion's Den. Daniel famous for the Lion's Den, and it's Lion Dan in the name. And he's got a great set of ears, has Daniel. And of course, William is the will with the lion. And as we've just had a video there I did on Prince William. And this Bill Gates, of course, William Gates, Lion Gate. And all of a sudden we have Pope Leo. And it can be said that Mars has just gone into the Leo's sickle. So an interesting idea in the heavens. And then we have this in San Diego, this story of Daniel and the Lion's Den Williams from the Devil Wears Prada band. And he's off in San Diego here at the 39, which of course 39 steps, 93, reverse, and with Dave Shapiro. Shapiro's a very interesting name in itself. 55, 55, an important number, as we know, the SS, the ISIS. I think it's when you add Lucifer up, you get 55. So many things relate to our 55. And this is the roar of the grateful heart. Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. It's an interesting idea on the page here, isn't it? And the Devil Wears Prada. Now, this guy on June 11 is going to be exactly 21 Martian years old. And he still will be, as we know, an event like this is just one of those events. The May 22, the 522, very similar to the 322, of course. And what a name, eh? Devil Wears Prada. It's a band, and of course a famous movie with Meryl Streep. And good old Meryl will be 9, 11 months and 21 days. Know those numbers on June 11. And was 911 months exactly on this day here. The day for Cody too, they were talking about. Cody's day. 22/5. Very interesting logo this band has too, I might say. A bit Eastern Orthodox, isn't it? Now, one of the Gematria channels, the Decoding with Cody channel, had done all this stuff here to do with Martian years. Yes, the good old Martian years. And our friend Donald Trump, born 6/14, 14/6, whatever you like here, 1946. He's got the 146, 146 in his numbers. Of course, giving us 11/11. Well, this guy born on 12/12/1985, and it was on this day that Donald Trump turned exactly 21 Martian years, no days. Isn't that interesting now? And then fast forward to June 11, and it is another 21 Martian years. Here it is, December 12 to June 11, 21. So that brings Trump to 42 on a June 11. Now, we know the 42 from Elvis, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the 42 most important miles, Butler to East Palestine. We've covered this many, many times. The double shin, 21/21. And here it is all expressed in this little equation here. I think that's rather fantastic. And this guy really meets in the middle. Daniel Will Lion. And we know how much the McLeods, with their sun symbolism, And the Leo in the name revolve around the idea of the sun and the lion. And this lion's all over this idea. And he's married up in this idea of the 21, right in the middle. Can you believe that? Because, I mean, it's 687 days. It's, you know, quite a bit to mix up with something like that. And here's this logo. See, this side's missing on the triangle. So it's like the reverse 7 with the 3 idea. Gives us a 777 idea. And it just so happens that the word war is 42. And in reverse to 21. So the 2 numbers come into play here as well. And Kim Jong-un on June 11 will be exactly 7 Martian years that Kim Jong-un has been the president of Korea, I think it is. So that's an interesting little part, because he's a rocket man and he's so involved. Now, Trump was talking Elon and Mars the other day, and of course Elon is the Leo. It's just reversing the le to the L, like Spanish to French. So Elon is essentially Leon. And we have a Pope Leo. We have the Leonids, the meteor shower idea that's talked about in the Trump 1958 trackdown. So all about Leo. Elon is Leo. Trump is Leo. And of course, we've heard a bit about Leonardo DiCaprio regarding this new Pope Leo from America. Now, I thought this was some interesting work that the Cody guy had come up with here. This is the release date of the Devil Wears Prada album here, August 22, 2006, and to the June 17th, which for many reasons is also an interesting day. It's got the 6-8 about it. We have 6874. Now, we just had 8647, didn't we? By Call Me on the Beach and the Seashells. So this is just a sort of reverse of that idea here. So pretty interesting little idea. So I'd be looking between the 11th and the 17th. That week, as it were. It's going to be a week of action. In the very middle of the course is Donald Trump's birthday. So Donald Trump's set to turn this double Martian years. And just the other day he's talking about Elon and Mars. And no doubt will continue to. And I'd imagine there'll be a lot more. Because we've just had a strange event in the sky with Mars going into the Leo sickle. Yes, Sunday, May 25, Mars joins the sickle of Leo, so-called because it looks like the farm implement and also looks like a question mark. So the questioning time, 23 to 30, Mars moving into Leo. Backward question mark shape. And 6 of the 9, 69. And Regulus the king. So I think we're going to have something to do with Charles too coming into this. Leonis, there's so much Leo going on in all this. To Zeta Leonis, Mu Leonis, Gamma Leonis. It's just Leonis on Leonis. And collectively called the sickle. Just as we have a Pope Leo. I mean, you cannot make this stuff up. And as we know, Donald Trump is the McLeod, the Leo. I've been telling some friends about him in the lion business and Elon with the lion idea for a long time. I hope they start to get it now, but you know, These people seem to wear heavy raincoats and you just can't get the rain to soak in. They just shake it off every time. Oh no mate, no, you know. No, mainstream media. As I had a guy say today, oh, I'm just not interested in any of this stuff. I was telling another guy, and he came and sat down at the table. I was just having a bite at a cafe in town there, a little pop-up cafe that does some really nice little curries and stuff. Aussie ran too, so we know it's safer, as it were, and all vegetarian too. Very clean cafe, in fact. Very good. But this guy sat down, and I was already talking to this guy, and then he didn't want to know what we were talking about. Just so rude, these people. You can't tell them anything. But of course, you know, I suspect that this man has had plenty of walkie, so they don't want anything challenged now once they've been on the walk. Yes, the sickle of Leo. The moon is under the sickle of Leo too, so it's all about that. And the lion's heart. Good old lion's heart. They love the heart. So it's going to be a very interesting time, I think, in the next month. And certainly on this channel we'll be covering this. June 11, of course, has been talked about by some YouTubers for many years. Of course, it is the reverse of the other famous set of numbers. And it links, of course, back to that Butler thing, the timing of Butler. And they had a minute's silence when they went back to Butler as well for that particular number. Just typing in Butler 611, this came up. US versus Butler 611, F2D 1066. And Lex, very like Leo, isn't it? Lex Luthor, Gene Hackman. And this one, Butler Services, and they got the 611 and the number. And this is the 611 rookie, Lawrence Butler. Add to your cart. And chapter 611, the Devil Butler. You got to be kidding. See? Devil Butler. And up the top here, there was another interesting one here. Lawrence Butler, 611 for sale. You see? Lawrence Butler, big with 611. And here's the Austin Butler 611 celebrity cutout. Very interesting. Austin Butler. Of course, it was in Butler they made the Austin cars, which Donald Duck had. Now, of course, we just have the Duck Dynasty. So I'll be doing a video about Duck Dynasty and how this relates, because it's quite an interesting idea, the beards. And we know with this beard idea, or somebody like that, and another Roberts, just like the Pope has got the Robert. The Rob has been something we've covered. The Red Robin, I used to say. Of course, Joe Biden had the Robin A. So many things to do with Rob and Robert and Robin. Robin Hood, as it were. It's amazing. But look, Austin Butler 611 celebrity cutout. Life-size cutouts. Yes, here it is. Made of flute board. And the 611, I just can't believe that there it is attached to the cutout with those two names, Austin Butler. Austin, of course, is the same as Augustus. A very interesting thing, this Butler business. Now, I'd done videos 12 years ago on Butler, Pennsylvania, to do with the fighting butlers, to do with George Washington. And some are saying it will be Washington State for our 611 event. The other place, of course, to take notice of is Detroit. And, this Austin. They're saying how Austin is the new Detroit. Detroit was with the cars and that era. And now Austin is the place buzzing with the money. So there might be something connecting those two coming. And certainly Seattle with the seashells. It did sort of remind me of Seattle. Just blowing me away. Look, Austin Butler 6'11". Unreal. There it is. And of course the 42 connecting to the Butler with East Palestine. Can you believe all this, folks? I can't myself, but there it is. It's just how it all works. One thing connects to the other. And hands in pockets. Look at it. Triangle man. Indeed. Now, another interesting thing this guy was talking about was Sereno de Bergerac. It was a television show, Bergerac. That was pretty big there about 20 years ago. The 619 Project, we know this from Obama's movie. Virginia, of course, the Mary idea. And the Cyrus the Great. And here it is here. Serrano, Cyrus, same name to me. And, of course, the Scythe of Leo. So I'll have to investigate this a bit more. I'm going to look at this this character here, because he seems to be tied in with it all. And the 619, like in Obama's movie. Obama, of course, 1961. Around like a little circle. But Sereno de Bergerac. The Berg like the Borg, like the Pope we just lost. So I'll be back with another video. Now the next video I'll put up on my Patreon first for a day or so. For a preview to those Patreon people, because they're a loyal little bunch. And so they can get to watch the video first. So if you want to watch it earlier, join my Patreon. Have me through in 50 cents. You can watch it. Got to have some reward for those people, because, you know, it's good they keep this channel going. Currently, I don't get enough money to pay even the internet on here. But that's just the breaks. The system, of course, is totally loaded towards mainstream media now, and they don't want any opposition. So thanks to the people who support my Patreon, and I'll have 2 videos up for you people in the next day, which will be previews, and they won't be up on these main platforms for another day or so. So thanks very much to my Patreons. And I said, I guess you could throw in 20 cents. You could watch the videos if you liked. That would be, anything would help the channel. Pushing towards that goal of at least paying for my internet connection. Then I could put the money I'm putting previously now to better equipment. Somebody has threatened to send me the money to get a better computer. I hope the sound is okay here. I'm trying my best with the distance to the computer, etc. Not too close, not too far away. It should be reasonably smooth, I hope. Alright, thanks very much, and to the people who comment. It's wonderful to see your comments anytime, you know. Shows that you're interested in the topics we're doing here. And, you know, maybe something happened on June 11 or 14 or the 17 and may not. But certainly the fact that it's 2 Trump Martian, or 42 Trump Martian years, I think is more than interesting, considering Mars is the war idea, and we've noticed so much how it's around. And of course Mars linking with the Mary idea, which again, another thing we see memed everywhere. I think apparitions of Mary to do with the Russia business, like Fatima said, that seems to be on the cards at some point. Alright, thanks very much, folks.